Attorney General Ken Paxton could possibly resolve 9-year-old felony security fraud charges today in Houston through a deal with prosecutors. The charges stem from what prosecutors say were Paxton's efforts to get investors to a Dallas area startup without disclosing he was getting paid by the company. Senior reporter Tony Plahetsky first broke this story on Friday. He's joining us from Houston this morning. So, Tony, how likely is this deal to go through, and what are the terms?
Well, good morning to you, Yvonne. Based on the reporting we were doing as late as last night, it looks as though this deal is going to go forward. So that means we would be just about 2.5 hours away from a resolution to these 9-year-old charges. Now, according to the information that we've obtained with regard to the stipulations for this agreement, Ken Paxton would have to perform community service. In addition to that, he would also have to take continuing legal education classes. And also as part of that, he would have to make some restitution. We're talking about a 6-figure restitution to some of the alleged victims in this securities fraud case. But Yvonne, if he meets those criteria and if he fulfills the terms of this agreement, these felony charges would be wholly dismissed against Ken Paxton.
Tony, how unusual are deals like this?
We've been studying this across the state of Texas, and these types of deferred prosecution agreements, sometimes they're called conditional dismissals, they're not entirely unusual, particularly in urban counties across the state. Prosecutors we've talked to have basically said they use these types of agreements often when they believe that maybe a defendant is a first-time offender and has shown that he or she can rehabilitate themselves. But also, in addition to that, Yvonne, prosecutors have also told us that they have turned to these types of agreements and these types of resolutions to these cases when, frankly, they don't think they can get their case across the finish line and get a guilty verdict from a jury in their case. We look forward to talking to the prosecutor, the special prosecutor. His name is Brian Weiss. He's a Houston attorney today to find out his rationale for resolving this case in this way.
I'm looking forward to seeing what he has to say as well. But all this being said, Tony, this will not end Paxton's legal woes, though, right?
Absolutely not. While these are the longest running charges against Ken Paxton, keep in mind there is an ongoing federal investigation by the U.S. Department of Justice into other unrelated allegations involving Paxton. Those allegations involve assertions that he abused his office to help an Austin investor by the name of Nate Paul. Those similar allegations, Yvonne, are what led to the historic impeachment in the Texas Senate last fall that, as we now well know, resulted in an acquittal of Ken Paxton by senators on those charges.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Tony. I know you have a busy day ahead, and we look forward to an update later today. Thank you.